Hello, and welcome to another meeting of the Lotus Council. So, I bought a collection that we'll go through. My kids helped me, and started opening it up. So I went ahead and took it out of the packaging. I've got some of the empty boxes here. I haven't added anything. I haven't done anything with it. Just open it up. Um, we'll save this for the last because it does come with some rares and mythics, and as well as a beta common. So if you know where to look on the internet, you'll be able to figure out what this was. So let's kind of go through these really quick. And so I'll go ahead and shut up and we'll do this a little bit faster. Okay, so I've sorted through these. Kind of what I was doing. I'm pulling out all the white border stuff because it's old, as well as all the old border stuff. With bulk like this, that's old border and white border, I don't get rid of it. I just hang on to it because some of that stuff is starting to creep up in price. Um, like if you go back far enough, like with Legends and Arabian Nights and Antiquities, a lot of those commons and uncommons, they're starting to make the creep. So I don't have anything quite that old that I came across in here, but I did have a lot of Fallen Empires, Homelands, Alliances, Ice Age, stuff like that. So I like to keep on that. And then the other thing, I didn't have a lot of new bulk, which was nice. So even though like this stuff here is not old border or white border, it is older sets. So a little bit older. So you can see here is a Kamigawa, there's OG Time Spiral, and then Future Sight here. So lots of different options. And then of course I pulled out things I like. I love Blight Sickle because it gives creatures Wither, which is fun. I pulled out this Jungle Troll because it's kind of breaking the color pie. Red to regenerate, green to regenerate. It's kind of fun. But it costs 3 for a 2/1. Creatures were expensive back then. Fist of the Anvil, I like the Looter. I'm not sure if Cyclone is worth anything or Thalen's Chant. I mean, come on. Dude is picking his nose. Then I'm not sure if Spikes are expensive or not. And then, of course, Lure, Snake Umbro is always fun. And then Haptor's Mark, giving a creature hexproof and removing all the -1/-1 counters from it. So very useful. And then, of course, we got a nice stack of rares. I don't think I saw anything value in here, though I did notice I had some legendary creatures. Let me go find it real quick. I had at least one that I saw. Okay, so there's a mono white and then a Merfolk. And I think those were the two legendaries. You can probably guess where this is going. I may do a little jank. Just a little bit. Build a deck out of this. So I'd likely go for the blue-white one. But let's see what we're going to get in these. Okay, so we got a Jace, Architect of Thought. Set this to the jank pile. I may make an Oathbreaker deck. So we got a Geth, Lord of the Vault, as a legendary creature. So we got Silent Sentinel foil. Then, another legendary. And Thrusa, Satesian Hero for mono green. Then Mindclaw Shaman, Mystic Retrieval, Harbor Bandits, Battle Plan, McKindy Ox, and a Beta Spellblast. It's actually in pretty good shape. It's got some surface wear on it. You can probably see that. I have no idea what that would price out at, to be honest. Honestly, with stuff that old, whenever I get it, I never get rid of it. I hang on to it like I'm a creepy taco basement dweller. If you watch the YouTube videos, you know who that is. Anyway, so the point of this is just kind of a fun little opening. I mean, again, I didn't tell the seller that I was going to be doing this. I bought it off of a nautical type store, and if you're looking for basically bulk that includes this, you're going to find that person. I've dealt with them quite a bit over the years and bought in quite a few of these like piles of stuff from them. And honestly, I'm always happy. Honestly, this one beta card here paid for about half of this. And then all the old border stuff that I always keep on to, the white border stuff, which is also old. And then usually I don't get recent bulk from this person. So definitely might be some, if you're really interested in getting some bulk and looking at it and picking it, that might be a good person. Or if you're looking for good jank. So obviously if you're trying to build something, we got enough that we could build something, We could definitely do potentially an Oathbreaker deck, which is hilarious to have this as the spell for the Oathbreaker. Or we could do definitely a commander deck. So I may or may not tell the person what I'm doing. I probably won't because I don't really communicate with people like that. But definitely this, I feel like I got my money's worth. Shipping is a little bit expensive on this, but I mean, it was a big brick of cards. Definitely more than the 1,000 that it said on the thing. They usually include extra just to make up for any duplication, but there wasn't a lot. So we want to thank you for joining us today. If you want to know when we're meeting next, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and join us in our Discord. So I might put some prices up on this. Likely the stuff I pulled out at the end there, I'll show. I'll definitely show kind of where I'm guessing the Spell Blast is at. It's probably somewhere between light play and moderate play. It's really hard to say for sure. It does have some surface stuff, but as far as like the edges, it doesn't look inked as far as I can tell, which is something you've got to worry about with these older cards. You can see yeah, it's white all the way around. It doesn't look like it's been inked on the back at all. The back looks really good. It doesn't look like this got played on concrete at a playground, which is how a lot of these old cards went. And I mean, I can show you definitely one that I saw that has seen better days, but for the most part, a lot of these, so I don't know if you can tell with the serrated arrows, this would be definitely a high play. You can kind of see the scratches on the back. This was played on concrete back in the day. Fortunately, I recognize that well because that's how I played when I was a kid and didn't know better, and we didn't really have sleeves. Deck box was rubber band or a sandwich baggie in our backpacks, and we would just play. And honestly, the more scuffed up your cards were, the more clout you had because it showed that you played a lot. So really weird stuff back in the day. We didn't really do things, and like Sheevan Dragon was like the best card ever. Yeah, Sheevan Dragon was the best card. Like, creatures were kind of wimpy back then and very expensive, hard to get out. So something like Sheevan Dragon, really good for what it cost, and that was like one of the top cards for the longest time. Anyway, regrets and all that. So anyway, getting back to this, sorry I got distracted as I'm talking to you. Like I said, I'll go ahead and price some of these. Most likely I'll look up some of the prices just on a few of these, but we're not really pricing cards anymore because it changes. But something like old stuff, it's going to be pretty stable. So we might do some of the old stuff and just look and see what it is. But I think that's going to be the only card of any significant value, and I think it's probably a good $15 or so. Well, thank you again for joining us. Again, if you want to see when we're having our next video, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and join us in our Discord. And thank you so much for spending time with us. Hopefully this was a fun video, and we hope to see you next time. Our meeting is now adjourned, and we hope you have a fantastic day.